Mr. Executive, Rod Serling and his group are here.
Oh, God. Why can't he just be a normal person?
Should I send him in?
Yeah, fine. Do that.
Mr. Executive, consider, if you will, a family. My family. Allow me to introduce them, one by one.
Rod, buddy, do you have the script?
You're right. I should have made a script for this, but I'll just wing it.
Oh, boy.
First, I'd like to introduce my first cousin, twice removed.
What? Hang on. What does that mean?
It means he's my great-great-uncle's son.
Great-uncle? What? Was he in a war?
No. Well, maybe. I don't know everything about him. I could ask him. He is right over there. But let's move on.
Please don't.
This is my fourth cousin. This gorgeous woman is my great-aunt. This fella is my second cousin, twice removed. And that little guy, my second cousin, also twice removed, but from a different generation.
Oh, God. Please, Rod, can you at least stick to your immediate family? Wait, what am I saying? Give me this week's script and get your family out of my office.
Oh, okay. This is my father, twice divorced.
Okay, no, that's not how that works.
Hey, everyone's marriage is different.
That's not what I mean. None of your family makes any sense. Everyone is some estranged, distant relative. Some of them don't have any shoes. And at least 3 of them are wearing the same Rod Serling mask from the last time you were here. Oh no, do I have to call the CDC again?
Masks? I can't believe you'd accuse me of... Oh, wait, yes. Call the CDC. We did not wash those things.
Which room do you want in quarantine? The one next to the sunroom?
If it's available, I'd rather have the room that's... third from the sun.
They irritate the irritated, flex perplexities, poise puzzles, magnify mysteries, impose inquiries, and coagulate quandaries. But more importantly, they ask one question.
Why would you make this?
Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for listening. This is Why Would You Make This? The only podcast to make a dangerous attempt to start a new life, only to realize it's the same life no matter where you go.
Oh, no.
Which makes everyone ask the question, why would you make this?
That's really depressing.
Yeah, I am Jimmy Time, and that's my life. I am joined by Huge.
You damn straight you are. How you doing, baby?
Okay.
Yeah.
We also joined by J Delta Wagwan.
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 Yeah.
All right, so we watched Third from the Sun, which is the 14th.
Yeah. 14. Turns out you can't make that symbol with one hand. Like, yeah.
No, that's 3. That's not enough.
Oh.
Uh-oh, that's offensive. Don't do that one. All right, well, anyway.
He's making hand gestures.
That's 5.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. Uh-oh.
Or 41. It's still backwards today.
All right.
So, yeah, we watched Third from the Sun, the 14th episode of the first season, which first aired January 8th, 1960, wherein 2 families of government employees plan to steal a spaceship and travel to another planet just prior to a nuclear war. They must also deal with a stooge who wants to stop them.
Those government stooges.
Yeah, the government.
Yeah.
That's what made it lost in translation. The French have once again abandoned us.
Yeah.
We got nothing from them.
Completely different planet. They're gone.
They're absolutely gone. Bad translator tells us that this could be either Sun's Third or Third the Originate Sun.
All right.
I have no input here. I'm sorry.
That's what it said. And that's how that works.
On to the next segment.
Let's move on to some more truth, and that's in the Truth Hour.
I camp for the truth,
Truth.
and the truth shall set you free.
Woo-hoo.
It's picking up steam, the truth.
Truth.
My grandma's name was Ruth, that's the truth.
Truth! Yeah, that's it. Okay. That was the whole thing. All right, so what do we say now? This was released January 8th, 1960. So January 5th, we have the Continental League, a proposed third minor league, gets the assurance and congressional support of New York Senator Kenneth Keating.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
What? The what league?
the Continental League.
What is that?
That's
Continental.
just a league they tried to make in
Who's they?
a major league.
Are we talking about sports?
Maybe.
Yo.
They did it, though.
But why a New York Senator? Like, why? Really? They just needed another baseball team?
If
Is
that's
that the
what we're
whole-
talking about, then yeah.
Baseball, I assume, right? Like,
It's
why?
a proposed major
I don't
league.
think football was a thing yet. Like, I don't think there was like an NFL.
Well, you said it.
or
So
basketball. Yeah.
football did not exist before 1960, folks. Truth we are dropping here.
Yeah, I think the only sport was baseball.
That was it. There's nothing, no rugby, no soccer, no foot, nothing. No form of any physical activity in sport form.
They had baseball, and then they had that. They called it something else, but it was that old timey football where you had the leather hat and like everyone just wrestled in mud.
Oh, you mean football?
No, concussion ball.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, you're right. That went away.
Yeah, we're trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
They succeeded, I assure you.
Yeah.
Wait, so if baseball was the only sport, then why did they call it baseball, not just ball?
They had to spice it up a little bit. Like there were still balls that existed.
Spice it
There
up.
were just no other sports.
Most people don't know this, but back like before the 60s, because 60s things started speeding up, but before that thing was real slow, nobody cared. It was actually called base bat ball. They were just like, just let them know what's going on. There's a base, there's a bat, there's a ball. Base bat ball.
Yeah.
Those are the three properties.
Yeah, that's why. But then they shortened it up to baseball, and then now we're in the age where
Everyone's in such a rush.
we're just playing ball.
Like, why can't we
We're
just
so-
slow
we're
things
just-
down?
no time. We just got to play ball. Which one doesn't matter. Just grab them. Grab them ball.
Just grab a ball.
We throw them in the arena, and they'll roll around the field.
Score.
The playing surface.
And then when we'll hit them
Score
with
goal.
our sticks, that might be illegal, but it also might score a point
And then you throw batteries onto the field.
because that is a national pastime.
Yeah.
And
it
in
is.
Philadelphia, it still is.
Wow.
Yeah, well, they're the nation.
Yeah. They are.
Oh, that's
Of domination.
no, that's the no. All right, so January 7th.
What else happened?
Oh, here's some more things that happened. A Polaris missile using its own internal guidance system reached the destination for its first time without a ground station. So look out, everybody else in the world.
So a missile.
I mean, it didn't like reach it blew up its destination. It didn't just reach its
Well,
it's
I would-
not a plane. It didn't land. We've landed. We've arrived at our destination.
I would hope that the first one was a test and it didn't blow
The
up anything
test was
big.
successful.
Yeah.
All those people that don't look like us are dead.
Well, I would presume it was just the missile. There wasn't anything explosive in it. It just tunk.
Wait a minute. So the missile explodes.
No. In my scenario, it does not explode.
Yeah, but in real
So the
life
missile
it
just
explodes.
falls, and like in those 1920s fucking movies, on like the thing goes on the moon and just sticks out to the side of
Yeah,
it.
sure, yeah. So they could find it later, easy. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
They were just testing the guidance system, not anything else.
this is all true.
That's it. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it. I only speak the truth during this hour.
The rest is just nothing but lies.
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? January 8th, the day this episode was released. I'm only talking about this because I thought we got rid of this guy already. I don't know. Lee Harvey Oswald, an American defector to the Soviet Union, was personally welcomed by the mayor of Minsk. I thought he got kicked out. Like, he went there, and then he came back, and then he got... But now he's working at, like, a TV and radio factory, no
Yeah,
problem.
the guy's gonna do a lot of traveling, and then in about 3 years, he's gonna have I don't know, some hot date in Texas.
Good for him.
Yeah. Good for him, bad for America.
Well, that's arguable.
Yeah, that's true. Lousy bean-eating war hero.
Well, maybe we just stopped serving him beans.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Who was the war hero?
The bean.
Kennedy?
Allegedly.
And who? Wait, Beans?
The bean. I thought the beans were the war hero.
I mean, really, the beans are the war hero.
They got us through the war, right?
Yeah.
So they're the hero.
Look,
Those cans of beans lasted like 30. They were left over from World War I. Those beans are the hero.
but then they got everyone sick. And then we lost.
We lost World War II.
Reintenstein was the gelatin in the cottage.
Yeah. We lost the battle, not the war. Then we changed beans.
We changed.
Oh, it was a bean war. It was Bean World War II is what it was. That's my mistake.
Please send us all your fan art of World Bean War 2. This is the big one.
World
Roll
Bean
that
War.
beautiful
Yo,
bean footage.
what is World Bean War 2? Yo,
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't name the war.
Do you want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? It's the truth. That's what it is. That's what it is for real.
WBW.
W Bean W2. Yeah, that's how we abbreviated that.
shorten the
W Bean W2. That was too important to shorten. The kids gotta know it's about the beans.
Yo, it's always about the beans.
I said B.
Remember that? Remember that general they had? That talking dog? Always kept those beans a secret.
You're changing so much about history. There's no way back now.
But I'm not, because it's all real. It's all the
it's
truth.
all the truth.
I didn't change nothing when it all happened that way.
God bless Grampy for fighting in Bean W2.
He got those dirty beans.
Whoa.
Or the good, wait, which beans did he fight? The good beans or the dirty beans?
Terrible weapon choice.
I don't know.
Or did he fight with the beans?
Everybody's on the side of the beans. It's just, who knows what beans.
I'm kind of getting lost here. Let's go to some hardcore science.
All right.
With my birthday ninja.
Yep.
And talk about that, how in your last earthly incarnation, you were a female born somewhere in the territory of northern England in approximately 1725. And your profession was digger or undertaker.
1720. Oh, so the plague, that's gone already.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, hang on, because in a brief psychological profile of your past life, you were a person with huge energy, good in planning and supervising. If you were just a garbage man, then you were chief garbage man.
so you were chief gravedigger.
Yeah, you were like Captain Gravedigger.
You were the one who figured out, like, we should put these in lines instead of just all willy-nilly.
That, you know what? That makes sense, because lessons that you brought from your past life to the present says that you're bound to solve problems regarding pollution of environment, recycling, misuse of raw materials, and elimination of radioactivity by all means, including psychological methods.
Before your past life, if you died, they just dig a hole where you fell and put you in.
That's,
Because of your past life, they started saying, wait a minute, what if we move you from where you died and put you in a line?
That's...
And then we waste all that space. Just waste it. Just fill it with dead people.
Not like right next to somebody. Give him like a good, 2 feet, 3 feet?
I don't know. Yeah,
3
that's
feet in between bodies?
that's about my personal
Right?
bubble.
My personal dead space. Give myself elbow room in the afterlife.
That's what
No,
they
it's
call
gotta
it.
be like on a plane ride. You gotta have almost nothing. Almost no boundaries.
Yo, that's so gross.
Have you ever been in
On a plane after 9/11? No,
Have you
I have
ever
not.
been a corpse?
I have not been on a plane.
Yeah, have you ever been buried in a grave? Because it is luxurious. You got so much elbow room.
room.
And they cost the same price, too. It's like, $1,000 for a plane ticket, $1,000 for a coffin.
Yo,
Neither of those are accurate. I just want to let you know.
yo.
I spell the difference.
As someone who has not been on a plane or died recently, neither of those are accurate.
But they're the truth.
No, because now we're in my birthday night.
That's still the truth.
That's still the truth,
That's
Alan.
still the-
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why everything we talk about is the truth. Your past life and all that stuff.
Oh, God.
Yep.
I don't feel good.
Yeah. Well, listen, I can tell you what, $1,000, I'll either fly you somewhere else or bury you in the grave.
Nuh-uh.
Well, yes, he will. You can't nuh him. He will do that.
Yeah, $1,000, you got your choice.
You're sticking your hand out like it's an option on the table right
Give him
now.
the money.
Yeah, give him the money. You don't feel well, I'll fly you somewhere else or we'll bury you in the backyard. Get you a nice coffin.
Well, not in the backyard. Right here. You're going to have to dig up the basement and all that.
$1,000.
Well, no, it changed.
I hope I get a nice
1725.
coffin.
All right.
Bury me in the yard. I want a nice coffin.
Yo, I do not think you realize how much coffins cost.
It's like $10,000.
$1,000 is like a pine box where they write poor person on the outside.
But think how much free ink we're getting. Like,
Yeah, but they write it in your blood. Like they pull the blood out and fill you with formaldehyde.
Yeah, yeah.
I think formaldehyde And then they just use your blood to write pour.
But they don't use
on
like
the
a
outside.
pen. They're not. It's not like
No, it's
good.
gonna get
They
a
just
quill.
like they're like.
It's a fucking Jackson Pollock
Yeah.
on your goddamn
You spell it
coffin.
in Jackson Pollock style.
Poverty-stricken asshole. You could have gone to Chile or Brazil with that kind of money, but no. You're in a fucking pine box with your typo
You could
blood.
have gone somewhere else, but instead you die. You decided, I'll spend my $1,000 on dying. Wow.
So it's assisted suicide or Cabo San Lucas for 10 days.
That sounds like you're living in America. Yeah.
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 Station.
All right. Let's move on to the best hour.
Oh,
The Troy McClure Hour. Oh, hi, I'm Troy McClure. You'll recognize me from such sci-fi family adventures as Boom, Zoom, To the Moon, Saving Mom's Life. Or Granny's Off a Rocker 5, Satellite Meemaw. Today we're here to talk about space safety. I don't know. I have no idea what we're going to talk about today. So we have director Richard L. Baer, who has directed 7 episodes of The Twilight Zone, this one being his first. So we'll hear him again at some point. Or not. Who knows? Whatever.
We definitely do, because there's 6 more episodes.
Yeah, but we might stop paying attention at that
Oh,
point.
that's
Who
true, yeah.
knows? Whatever. Fritz Weaver plays William Sturka.
Sturka.
You recognize him in the 1999 The Thomas Crown Affair, the
Never seen it.
1982 Creep Show, and the 1976 The Marathon Man.
Don't remember him from Creepshow. Oh, wait, maybe that's the beach one.
Yeah,
I
don't
think he
remember.
might be in the beach one.
Wasn't he at the fucking, in the end? Got good news and bad news. The good news is your dates are here. The bad news is they're dead.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It's at the end.
All right, Edward Andrews plays Carling. You recognize him from the 1970 Tora Tora Tora, the 1984 16 Candles, and the 1984 Gremlins.
I've never seen 16 Candles.
It's just about a girl growing up.
Yeah. It's one of those John Hughes movies, which
Yeah.
they're all, I'm not a fan.
And they're all the same. It's all about how, like, you're going through a special time in your life, but everybody just wants you to just do what they want you to do. Like,
But you're white and middle class, you can do whatever you want,
and like I have pride and stuff.
but not
But not like that. No,
Not like-
not like
no,
in
like
your-
80s pride.
yeah.
Not, like-
yeah.
not today, or 50s pride, or the 20s pride, or the...
Yo,
Yikes.
holy
Yo, is this
shit.
thing cyclical? We should
Oh,
keep an eye
Lord.
on that.
On what? Pride?
Yes.
Yeah.
All forms of pride. Joe Maros plays Jerry Ryden. You recognize him from the Massacre episode of the 1966 television series Time Tunnel, from the 1971 Sometimes a Great Nation, and from Kraft Theater.
Like the cheese?
Yeah.
No, like I will probably yeah. It was a theater where people put on random plays each week, presented by Kraft.
Cheese.
Yeah, not even Kraft, just cheese.
Cheese.
Presented by this dairy creation known as cheese.
Brought to you by cheese.
Big cheese.
Big, like big tobacco.
We gotta get those kids hooked. How do we get them? Well, I got this idea, boss. What if we took the cheese and we put it in a cup, and then we put crackers next to that, and we just gave it to the kids? I think that'd be genius.
Wait a minute.
I'm starting to sweat.
You didn't go with macaroni and cheese, which all kids in the world love. You went with cheese and crackers.
Oh, weird. Come on, we have that. And we had that since the French back in the day.
What, mac and cheese?
Yeah.
But cheese and crackers.
Well, I thought to put them together in a package. Yeah.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah, no, but this you don't understand. It's the cheese and the crackers.
Oh, 'cause
but what?
it's
in a
not cheese and
package.
mac.
No, but it's in a package.
It's cheese and crackers. Cheese has to be the lead. That's why mac and cheese is getting the cold shoulder.
You know what? Let me just put a squash on all this.
and have squash.
What if I...
with cheese?
Actually, yeah, let's just do that instead. I was going to say, what if I went ahead and I took the cheese with the crackers and I put a red stick in there with them? And then it'd be a red stick with the cheese and crackers.
Wait a minute.
Yo, are you some sort of marketing genius?
Yo, are you telling me I could use that red stick to scoop out the cheese,
Yo.
and then instead of putting it on the cracker, just like,
Suck on it, yeah.
And then I eat the stick, right?
Right, you
oh,
chew on it
no,
all
no, no,
day.
no, don't eat the stick.
And the
And then I
plastic,
got
yeah,
these
the plastic
fucking-
falls.
these boring ass crackers
You
by
just
the
toss those
You
away,
just throw them out. But-
and then they go to the dump, and we could build our seagull army,
yeah. And then the plastic goes in the ocean and the environment.
and we
dies.
could kill the turtles we hate. Yeah,
But man, that scooped out cheese.
and the stick, the red stick, really gets me going. Ooh, I tell you,
This guy. Put him in marketing.
done.
Puts himself in there.
You can see the full cast and crew at IMDb.com is where that came from. Let's start the episode. Film.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I can't wait.
So the show opens, and a line of people wait at a exit/entrance gate
Yeah.
because
Yeah, on a smoke break.
the exit sign is facing us, but they're coming from behind the sign.
Yeah.
Oh.
So maybe they're entering, but also the stuff behind the sign, which would be the entrance, is stuff that really should be guarded. So
You know what? But when you flip the sign around, it tricks any spies. Because they go to sneak in and they're like, oh, but that's the exit. So I'm already in, so I gotta look around. out
it
here.
tricked me, dude. I walked right away. Like I was done with it.
You show up and you're like, oh, I already am inside. I'm a great spy. I can't. I'm the best.
Job done. I'll go home. Whatever I was here to steal doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
I have so much pride. Told you gotta keep that in check.
Yeah.
So a guard reads off their name and occupation and marks it down on a list and lets them pass.
It's all horrible. Germ warfare. Poison gases targeted at children. Oh, God. Those are all the divisions that these people are in.
I don't know if it was like the children targeting division, but
Well, that was the subtext.
right, yeah. So Sturka steps aside and lights a cigarette, and a coworker unexpectedly joins him awkwardly close and warns/threatens him about a possible nuclear war.
That he's excited for.
Yeah.
He's like, golly gosh, can't wait to get those damn dirty others in the nuclear war.
Like, first off, where does he think he's gonna go? That he's not gonna get hit by the bomb?
No, but like, our shit is so good that like, they won't, I mean, they'll be able to retaliate, but not like really retaliate.
But not here.
Not here.
Over there.
Yeah, over there.
Over there, those guys might be screwed.
Yeah, but not here.
Could never happen.
Yeah.
Chance in a million.
I'm surprised I even understood what the hell they were saying, because they kept talking like code and saying stuff to like not be heard, and they kept saying that it's just gonna be one big flip of the switch, and then it's whoosh up, over, and whammo. And I was just like, what?
Part of me thinks like maybe they weren't allowed to say nuclear war on television back then.
Oh, because it was like
Well, because
possibility.
yeah, like yo, if you say that on TV, you will definitely start a nuclear war.
You're not even allowed to like advertise new clear windows. Like,
Can I say bomb? Ooh, you can say whammo. Huh? How about whammo? That's good.
That's just the same thing, right?
Yeah.
That's what those devices do. They whammo the enemy.
You can give him the old wango tango.
Oh yeah, that's what we should. That's the onomatopoeia that bombs make.
Yeah.
Pew! Wango tango. Yeah, so they're literally talking about exactly that. Circus, like, oh, so we're only gonna lose 35 million guys instead of 50 million because they only have a chance to get off one bomb instead of 5 or whatever.
I know, isn't it great?
Yo. And Sturger's like, all right, yeah, I'll watch what I say and think. And the guy's like, yeah. Sturger's like, I'm gonna go home. See you tomorrow. And the guy's like, yeah, well, I don't know.
Can you believe this guy questioning the fucking greatness of the old whammo blammo?
All right, at this point, 100%. What? Because this is the man in white, because that's who comes. He wears white the whole time. What does he do? Like at this point in the episode, what is his purpose? What is his
Like,
job?
what's his
Well,
job?
why is he there?
He's definitely like middle upper management
Yeah.
whose only job is to like keep an eye on motherfuckers.
That's it.
That is 100%. His job is like government liaison to snitch.
I didn't know that was a real job.
Or, he's middle management, so he probably just well, Johnson's doing okay. And,
Old Johnson.
oh, look at Stuttgart over there.
A good American name.
A good American name.
Stuttgart.
Stuttgart. Working hard, but Sturka. Oh, I can see the doubt in his eyes. I better report him.
And Flabregard. What are you taking your break? Old Dronkren is one hell of a worker. America. Good American names. They've been here since the start.
Well, not America.
But
Space America.
Space America.
Yes.
A Spacica.
Marzica.
Wow.
Marzipan. Marzipan.
Yeah, there you go.
A stray asteroidica.
That's true.
So where are we? Oh, still the opening narration. We're still at the start. Oh my god. Quitting time with the plant. Time for supper now. Time for families. Time for a cool drink on the porch. Time for the quiet rustle of the leaf-laden trees that screen out the moon. And underneath it all, behind the eyes of the men, hanging invisible over the summer night, is a horror without words. For this is the stillness before storm. This is the eve of the end.
He definitely isn't allowed to say nuclear war.
Yeah.
Well, if he did, he probably would say nuclear.
Nuclear.
If he's saying robot, I'm gonna stake my life as he says nuclear.
Nuclear. So we go home, and Sturka's thinking while music plays in the background, and his daughter walks in and says, "Hey, Mom's outside. It's time for our dance." And I'm like, I don't understand family at all, because I'm pretty sure she's hitting on her dad.
That's exactly what I have written here. Is actress doesn't realize she's playing the daughter.
Yeah.
She's messing with his tie and stuff. She's biting her lip. I was like,
Oh my
whoa,
god.
all right.
Yo, you're not the nanny, you're the daughter, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But keep going.
Yeah. But also, it's the 50s, so
Yeah.
just keep it quiet, and everyone else will.
Yeah.
If you keep it quiet, everyone else will.
Loose lips sink.
The American Navy.
Yeah.
It's something like that. Something. You fill out the rest. You kids are smart.
That almost took a terrible turn.
The good old days when the United States Navy was built on that national pastime of incest.
Yeah, I do. I certainly do. So yeah, the daughter's like, the dad's like, no, I don't want to dance. It's not on my.
No, your mom's
I
right.
remember that scene.
Hang on. And the daughter's like, what's wrong? And he's like, oh, I don't know. It's just I'm old. I'm just so old. And the daughter's like, what's the matter, Dad? Don't you like your job?
No!
I was like, wow, what a bold accusation from somebody. Right now, tell me what I do at my job. Go ahead, I dare you, bitch.
But then he starts telling her what he does at his top secret job.
Yeah.
Yo. This motherfucker is just 100% like, nah, but look, as long as you're like a background Nazi, you ain't bad.
No big deal.
It's
He's trying to convince himself. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's, like, it's not just me. It's not just me. There's like 70,000 other guys.
Yeah.
It's all of us. All right. It's not just me. And the daughter's like, I just want to dance, Dad.
Yeah. I like the music they make. So Sturka's like, well, look, I'm just a cog in a machine. It's no big deal. Just no big deal.
I was just following orders.
So one thing that I noticed, there's a trend in a lot of these episodes. Well, I mean, obviously there's a ton
All
of
of
trends.
them.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
But one thing is, there's in the next few episodes they do it too, because I was rewatching like a ton at once. They'll be like, oh, we're showing you this one thing for a reason, or like some thematic thing, and then it just doesn't like happen. So I don't know if you noticed, there's a lot of weird camera angles in the shot where like he's first coming home, like they're
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of Dutch angles and stuff.
yeah.
Throughout
Ton
the
of
whole
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah. and there's-
like those are legit, like brand new camera angles.
Yeah, which is great. And so, like, at first, like, there's one like right when you're first seeing like the
Yeah,
family.
he's listening to the music and stuff. Yeah,
And it's almost like it's like at a 45-degree angle. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. I get it. It's like, his world is starting to turn upside down. He's starting to... And then they kind of go away from that. And they do other angles, but they just kind of like completely abandoned that. And I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
yeah. I mean, they kind of overused it anyway, but
I did like the shot through the table later on.
Yeah,
though.
that's pretty cool.
that was good. Yes. So, the daughter her name's like Jody or something like that. Yeah, but at this point they just call her Joe, so that's all we know her by. She says everyone notices that something is wrong, like everyone at school and in the streets and stuff like that, and everyone is afraid. Why? Sturka, in a much more eloquent and drawn out way, says people are afraid because they're dumb, really dumb. That's basically what he says. Then he says, we're having company tonight. Jerry, a friend who works on aircrafts, is going to come by, and so everyone has to be there. Everyone break your plans. Everyone's upset by this, and that upsets Sturka, who runs out of the room going, I thought everyone just wanted cars!
Wait, are you upset that we don't want to go along with the fake plan?
Yeah.
With the thing that we're not actually going to do?
We're not, that's not real, right, Dad?
Yeah.
I hope you would, because it's your plan, and you haven't told it to me yet. Like... So, Bill we learn in this scene his name's Bill Sturka. He runs into the bedroom, and the wife, Eve, follows. She goes, what's wrong? And Bill just flat out, he's like, there's going to be a Holocaust in 48 hours, maybe sooner. Between midnight and 1 tonight, we're leaving without telling anyone, even Jody. And I'm like, oh my God, they're going to leave their kid behind? No, I misconstrued that. They're just not telling her where they're taking her.
We've only got room for 2. I'm sorry, honey.
Although she is younger. No.
And
I made a commitment.
I mean, honestly, I saw...
You tried so hard not to think about that. You're like, oh, wait a minute. I just put that crime scene together.
But it was the 50s, so...
So I was actually good detective work there.
We all saw the twist coming a mile away, right?
I literally called it last week.
Yeah.
I got it right from last week.
When I saw that the daughter's name was Eve, I was like, "Oh God!"
That's the wife's name, but yeah,
whoever.
Yeah.
One of them was Eve, and I was like, Yeah, and I was ready to spit right in Rod Serling's ghost face.
I'm sure that's exactly what Serling did. Was like, and his Adam Sturka, Bill Sturka, yeah. Like 100%.
Yeah.
Jody calls upstairs and says, hey, Jerry's here. Okay, let me go see what he wants. And Bill goes downstairs and goes, that watch again? And Jerry's like, what? Oh, yes. Yes.
Let's talk about the nuclear watch.
So they go into the garage and Bill puts on very loud equipment and they talk over the loud equipment, so there's no really...
The rust cleaner.
Right, yeah. Turns out that they have to leave before 11 because there's a different guard at the ship now than the one that they paid off. Mm-hmm. But they're all still going to take their families, and he'll come back later at 7 to play cards. And they turn off their machinery and leave, and we see the man in white looking through the window.
Yo, I love that he just pops up. But also, they paid off their plan was to pay off the guard watching the ship.
Yeah.
So that guard was literally just going to be like, I don't know what you guys are taking off to another planet for, but goodbye.
Well,
on the only rocket ship we have fun.
The cover story was supposed to be that he was bribing to bring the family into, like, look, I want to show my family what I've been working on.
Oh,
that was the cover story. He says later. That's
all right. That makes sense.
They kind of fast talk through their plans a lot, so
that makes sense then.
Yeah, and then I guess they were just gonna be like, "Hey, Mister, you dropped your hat," and then push him down the stairs, and
here's the takeoff button, but we wouldn't want to accidentally boop.
Oh no, I've tripped and pushed you down the stairs and out the door, and then tied you up. So later on at home. The adults somberly play cards as Jody looks on board. Suddenly, the women folk decide to get refreshments. Mm-hmm. And all of them, all three of them, because there's the mom, the daughter, and then the neighbor's wife or whatever. So they're all like, yep, let's all go get it. And the men secretly talk about the plans for tonight, and they're talking about how they're going to take an untested plane with an inexperienced pilot, but they don't have any chance, or they don't have any choice. They have to go to another planet, one that has people that talks like us. Mm-hmm. So that's totally fine. And even though we're gonna untested, unchecked, no, the guy can't fly. They have no chance. They're literally gonna hit the fly button and crash downward. Like,
but they're going to another planet that they know has people
somehow.
Yeah, and they're also aware they've picked up their radio waves that their language is basically the same,
roughly.
Yeah.
So, did you guys see the plan they had in a piece of paper?
I saw the
Which
isosceles triangle
Yes!
and n equals time or speed.
It was like a rough drawing of the trajectory that their ship had to take.
But it's literally with like he said something along the lines of like, you know, like the plan's changed, you know, and now here's our new like we found our destination. It's this, and it's just a picture of a triangle with like 2 dots on it, and then a bunch of numbers. And they were like, oh, and they're studying it like it's like, how are you discerning anything from a triangle with numbers? And how is this different than whatever the original plan was, which is a square or a rhombus? what is this?
Well, they're using some other type of math, you know?
It's the 50s. There was only 2 kinds of math.
Well, then it's non-Euclidean or whatever. So there's a knock at the door, and Carling shows up. That's the man in white. And he makes small talk and claims that the plane, he's like, oh, I heard that the plane you're working on can go to other planets. And everyone's like, well, I don't know. Maybe. It hasn't really been tested yet. May not even make it out of the atmosphere. Who knows? Nobody knows. I don't know.
Well, just me. I just work on the thing.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm planning on stealing it and taking off and flying to another planet.
Everyone is way too nervous.
Yeah.
Carling picks up the scorecard, which has the plan on the back of it. When he walks in, they immediately turn it over and start writing fake numbers on it. Yeah. Carling's like, oh, you're all shit at cards.
I really loved that part, which is a ridiculous part, just because he goes from being so ridiculously hammy, over the top, like, I know what's going on, hint, hint.
Yeah.
To, like, he'd have, like, a couple lines that were, like, actually, like good, and, like, he delivered them well. Like, he'd be like, it's a really hot day. Sometimes I go for walks. Makes me feel better. and then he'd be like, so, you're really nervous there, huh?
Setting up a storm. Trying to hide plans from me, eh?
It was such a roller coaster of acting in that one scene. I was like, I love this guy.
Carling looks at the paper, and Jerry goes to take it from him, but Carling's like, hang on, I'm looking at this still. Like, you know, like, oh my God, can he see through it? Like, what's happening? Oh my God. And this is when he's like, you're a shit card player. And Jerry's like, don't worry, I'll win it all next week. And Carling's like, next week? Wow, you do plan ahead, huh? You really do plan ahead.
Yo, it's next week.
It's not, like, you never had a standing order to like, yeah, every week we'll do the thing. Do you have no friends? Like, what do you?
Oh. You just wanted to come and play. No, you didn't have to do this whole, like, fake stop by thing and, like, out for what.
I thought you figured out that we were going to steal that spaceship. Oh, jeez! Got us again! Carling, master deceiver. Goes into a house and just pretends he's just sad. He's just a sad guy.
Aw, well, cheer up, man. I mean, look, we're just going to another planet. Oh!
What's wrong,
How
Carling?
does he do it every time?
What's wrong, Carling? No, nothing. It's just, I feel like nobody ever shares their secret plans with me. Shucks, I got no secret plans is all. Well, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Here, I'll share mine
I love
with
how
you.
they're both, like, Italian like that. I know it shares their secret plans with me. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's just how I talk! I can't create other characters!
Here's these secret plans. Oh, geez, thanks. Oh, wow. I mean,
Thanks,
I've lost
first
track
guy.
of who I'm saying now.
You're welcome, second guy.
Hey, honeys, can you get us some iced teas over here?
Yeah.
We're all out of iced teas. How about some lemonades?
Yeah, lemonades works well, wives. Thanks for that. You're welcomes, husbands. The Italians. Every Sunday on CBC.
Brought to you by Kraft Cheese.
Not that Kraft cheese. Different type.
Now with red sticks.
Honey, we gotta go. The sticks are back. The sticks are back in stock.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm not Italian anymore.
It's the only cure for the disease.
We gotta get down to the one store in town that has this cheese. What's it called? That's right, Kremlin Frodrangles.
Drangles.
Home of Orphans and Cheese.
Well, they balance each other out, really. The orphans eat the cheese, and they unload the cheese. So really, the store makes itself go. You don't have to pay them, but except for in cheese.
That's not balancing out. I'm waiting for the cheese to orphan part of it.
Well, when
Orphans eat the cheese, and the cheese...
When orphans become old, they turn to cheese. So really, orphans are eating orphans. Yo, horror movie idea. Like if it was porridge, you'd be like, oh, they're just grinding up the orphans. No, they morph into the cheese.
It's orphan time.
Yellow cheese is made of orphans!
Woo, man. Oh, wait, that's literally goblins, the horror film Goblins. They just turn them into plants, except cheese.
That was Troll.
Which one is it? It's one of those. They're all the same. Maybe it was a Goosebumps episode.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Goosebumps. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like C-list. Like there's D-list and B. Let's C. Let's right in between. Wasn't great, but it was also crap. But it was good crap. C, crap list.
Yeah, I like that B-list was your top of the line. There was nothing above it.
How do you get better than B? Who does that? What?
I can't even imagine what would be above a B.
But like in any form.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carling leaves for the night.
This is the longest 20-minute episode of our lives.
Oh my god. And he looks up at the sky and he's like, wow, there's a lot of, look at that. You ever think about going to another planet and just being happy out there? And he's like, yeah, who hasn't? He's like, I bet you have, you dirty, dirty you. So then he leaves and closes the door, and Sturker's like, yo, we gotta go right now! And he tells the daughter we've been stockpiling and bribing people for the last 3 months, and we gotta bounce tonight.
The two things that I remember from this scene, one, when he's explaining to his daughter about space, he of course has to be like, listen, it's far out. And I'm like,
Way far out, yeah.
And she's like, I get it, I understand now.
Now I get it, Dad.
The other is the phone.
You're speaking my language. Real phone, by the way.
Yes, but I had never seen
Sure.
It has a rotary phone attached to the bottom of it.
The
Yeah.
bottom.
And also, placing it down anywhere is hanging it up.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real phone from the real 1960s. It was a Swedish phone. It was real. People did weird things in other countries, man. But they don't allow that anymore.
Oh no.
Not anymore. Nope. You know why, right? Ford. President Ford. He ruined it all.
No, but it's Swedish, so it's Fjord.
Fjord. That's why I can't get it right. All right, so yeah, we gotta go. The phone rings. That's the phone you're talking about. It's Sturker's work. You have to come in. We're sending a car. We're sending it right now. He hangs up. We gotta go right now.
Yo. I don't even care if there's a nuclear war. If my job calls me up, they're like, you have to come into work right now. We're sending a car. I'm leaving my house no matter what.
If they called and said we're sending a car right now, I'd go out the back door because they're waiting for me out the front door to leave. Like, I'd dig a tunnel to my neighbor's house.
Yo,
I'm starting that right now.
I'm 100% flying to another planet.
I just wanted a day off. Now I gotta fly to another planet.
Imagine getting off work and then like you're home for like 2 or 3 hours and they're like, hey, it'd be awesome. Came back right now.
You're like, no, I'm going to another planet.
No, I was going to a different planet. It's cool.
So they all get in the car and drive away. They drive until they reach a chain link fence. And behind it, you see is the ship that Jerry's been working on, which is straight up a flying saucer.
Yeah. And
100%.
At this point, I'm thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers are going to be Roswell. Like, this is the Roswell.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
No, we don't
No.
get that. No. Sturka gets the signal, flash the lights, and the whoever it was comes forward. But it's actually Carling, the man in white, and he has a gun. And he tells them to breathe through their nose very quietly.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know. It was like earlier when he was in the helm looking at the paper and all that stuff, suspenseful as fuck, really cool. This part, confusing. I didn't get any of it. I don't understand why he was there.
I figured it out. They're from another planet, right? They're aliens? They spit venom out of their mouth. It's the only explanation.
For what?
What do you mean? They're just aliens. Aliens spit venom.
And that explains
What?
why he was there.
Breathe out your nose, because I don't want no mouth venom tricks.
Ha!
Yeah!
All right, I'm saying that's solid. So yeah, at this point, he still just works for the company, walking around with a gun,
Wow.
threatening people.
He
working
is
for the
middle
company.
management.
Oh, that's the middle management gun. Yeah, he tells everybody to get in the car because we're going to go to the authorities. Except for the women folk. You get out. I'm not taking you to jail.
Just stay out here in the desert.
Yeah. You die in this desert, yeah. So Joe opens the door to get out and slams it into Carling's hand and drops the gun, and the men jump on him and pistol whip him into fucking death, and he's dead.
He's definitely
He's got to be dead. I'd kill him if I were them. Yeah, in my heart.
Nuclear war is coming anyway.
It doesn't matter where he goes. They get in their car and they drive to the flying saucer and they jump on and they punch and kick guards to get on their way on.
Warning! Warning! There is an unauthorized car driving across the field. Someone better go and tell them
Do
to
something about this.
Stop.
You know that automated response. You know that old recording. There's a guy doing this. Oh man, stop it! Stop the whole thing! Warning!
So tell me about their plan. Their plan was to bribe off a guard.
Yeah.
And that guard would think that, okay, I'll let them in so they could see the ship. But there still would have been all these other people there, right?
Yeah.
But once they're in and close the door, they're safe. They could
their original plan, literally, no matter what, whether they were leaving at 1 a.m. or 7 at night, depending on who was there, was still the same thing, which is once you get in, drive a car directly up to the ship, get out, and just get into the ship and hope you don't get caught.
Well, I presume paying off the guard, that would have been the man they met, and he would have been like, drive over this way and this way.
Or I'll walk you to the ship.
Put your lights off.
Yeah.
And it would have been like, hey, don't worry, it's just me. I got a routine Malamajig. You know spaceships.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure, don't we all?
I know of them.
So on the ship, the men check dials and look out the window and marvel about how there's people out there like us on that third planet from the sun called Earth. That's where we're going. Earth.
First off, you left out the best part of that entire thing.
Which one
Which was, they're going to the ship, this is the part, and they're already took off, no problems whatsoever. They hit the button, they're just in space.
Yeah.
There's no reason to show...
Spaceship.
They don't know how to fly the ship. They're just in it.
It's they don't even know if the ship can leave the atmosphere, let alone go into space.
It became lost in space, where it's literally like a whole family is just operating. Like now the 16-year-old girl who was going on a date 24 hours prior, now she's operating like navigational controls for a spaceship.
You know, kids, they're just so smart. They're so quick with their learning.
So yeah.
Behind a tiny ship heading into space is a doomed planet on the verge of suicide. Ahead lies a place called Earth, the third planet from the sun, and for William Sturka and the men and women with him, it's the eve of the beginning in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, so. That was that thing.
I saw the twist. We all saw the twist coming.
Yeah.
A mile away. But, I feel like this is, the lamest possible version of this twist.
No, I didn't like it at all. Yeah. Because it wasn't a twist. He just went, there's Earth over there. End of story.
So where are they? Mars?
Doesn't matter. Oh, factually, no, but
It's the same kind of thing that he does a lot.
11 million miles. Hold on.
I checked it. It's nothing. It's literally nothing.
No, but it's in the solar system.
Yeah, but Mars is like 33 million miles away.
And so they just live, on a planet that got completely destroyed.
Oh, I guess that kind of makes no sense.
That got turned
at all.
into the asteroid belt.
No, that's after Mars.
Well, now it is.
And then...
I don't think you realize how big this whammo is.
Oh, okay. So that was from the 60s to now. So by the time like our kids are adults, the asteroid belt will be past Jupiter and stuff.
Well,
like,
hold on. Because, yeah, they did pick up radio waves, so it'd have to be at least... Man.
that, like, yeah. It's all... You
Yo,
can't even pretend. Like, it's all
honestly...
weird.
Sure.
Sure.
11 million miles.
Yeah,
Yep.
those things happened.
Rod, did you look that up or...
I looked up from my chair, like, physically, yeah.
Yeah. How far do you think the nearest star is? 11 million miles. That sounds right.
Yeah,
far.
that sounds about right.
Yeah.
I could get a better guess if I didn't have a roof above me, but I do, so I'll move on.
Next episode.
Genius I am. All right, so Hollywood thinking cap. Come on, how would you guys make this better for today? Yeah, I get rid of the Carlin character, number one. I didn't understand what his, or at least I'd explain him better, like what what his job is.
The middle man, yeah.
The man in white. Like I don't understand why he was like.
I feel like if it
I
would
was waiting for him to fund a jungle expedition or something. Like
in the beginning of the episode, I was like, all right, I know what this character represents.
Yeah.
He's representing paranoia and stuff like that. And
the
all,
bootlicker.
You know, because it's just like, oh, the war is gonna happen, and this is going on, and it's like, okay, he's sowing the seeds of like paranoia, and then and this guy is gonna, think that there's a war happening. He's gonna do all this crazy stuff to try and get out, and there is no war. It's just this guy, it's Rod Serling saying, don't be paranoid about the war and stuff like that. But then it flips and it goes, and then after that opening scene, you're like, oh no, okay, no, that's not what's happening. This is what's going on, and here's the twist. And then it's like, oh shit, okay, I get it. Oh, we're gonna go to this planet where there couldn't possibly be two nations on the brink of a war that could kill everyone. It's called Earth. Get it? Stop being stupid and have peace instead of war.
Yeah, like you could have made it better where like they're a society where it's just like, yeah, we call all planets Earth, or something like that.
Or they're on Mars and it was called Earth,
Or
and now
something like
they're
that.
going to our Earth. That's basically Battlestar Galactica, right? Where they land and it's all cave people, and they're like, well, we'll just live here now, and this is Earth. Yeah, so I would just watch Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, just watch Battlestar.
Yeah, just watch Battlestar Galactica.
It's so
the whole
thing.
Like you might fall off the last season. I like the last season.
Last season is good.
Some people are like, well, but God and magic. Shut up, nerd.
Yeah.
Just like you believe everything else, and that's too far. Like,
yeah.
So yeah,
All right.
Hollywood thinking cap. Watch Battlestar Galactica.
Good. It's so fucking good.
Okay. I tried to. I wasn't into it.
Try again.
Give it another shot.
There's
Yeah.
just so much talky.
There is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's because like the first couple episodes, you're like, God damn, this is fucking action-packed space shit, and then eventually it's like politics, drama, intrigue.
Yeah, and it's like I'm sleeping with you, but no, I'm not.
Oh, wait until people start hearing music, and
Oh
it's like,
my God.
who's a
That's
Cylon? Are
incredible.
you a Cylon? I'm not a Cylon. I remember, oh my God, I'm a
I love
Cylon.
when they start planting that in like season
'Cause
1
I
where it's
remember
like,
music.
Adam is a Cylon. It's like, oh, he's being a dick. Or is he? Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's so good.
I'll just stick to my old Stargate. Good old Stargate.
SG-1. I'm not about this Atlantis life.
That's
Not yet.
I just started Atlantis.
Oh, I gotta start Atlantis.
It's now I understand why all those characters keep coming back in the later seasons. I go, oh, I thought he was just a dick that like the producers like, no, he's a recurring character on the other show.
he's one
He's
of the main
super
guys.
important, like the main dude.
Yeah.
Then why don't they like him more? Because he does a lot in that show.
I miss Teal'c.
But it's okay because they have Lady Teal'c in the other.
Oh.
In Atlantis, there's like a lady. She's not a Jaffa, but there's like a Lady Teal'c.
She's the same
She's
gimmick.
just like, Why are we here for this? I don't understand these things.
I thought that was the Jason Momoa guy.
I didn't get to him yet, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they get rid of her and they do him instead.
Watch a lot of different shows besides.
Yo,
besides
how are you gonna typecast a guy like 20 years in between?
Well, that wasn't actually Jason Momoa.
I don't know.
was
That's what that credit said it was.
Oh.
I don't know. Yeah.
it? Really?
Or maybe,
That's actually him?
maybe I misread something. You're saying no, but
You're saying no. But racism says yes.
What did I read that said that? Oh, it was Amazon. It was it stars this person and Jason Momoa, and I was like,
Oh, shit.
how you gonna typecast a guy? It's such a weird.
Oh, it is him!
Yeah, I told
Yo.
you. Like, how do you typecast a guy as a fucking mermaid from Atlantis? Like, how do you typecast him as an Atlantean,
Yo!
like, a decade and a half apart?
Huh.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
shared universe.
Yo!
Oh, like Berenstein Bears type stuff? Like,
No. We've talked about this.
No, that's like crisscross universe.
Yeah, you're from the other universe where they said Berenstain instead of Berenstein. I'm from the universe where Sinbad was in that movie.
Sinbad having a film career? Posh.
Not Pish Posh.
No,
Not in your universe. Just Posh.
Posh.
You're not Pish Posh Spice?
That was your universe.
Yes.
All right, glad we can uncover that. And let's move on to tropes and morals, where we talk about the tropes and morals. Well, they're pretty obvious.
Jason Momoa as the Atlantean.
Yep, typecasting
Yo,
and
holy
typecasting.
shit. Goddamn.
We had The End of the World as You Know It, which is like, everything's gonna win. Our world's just gonna end. We gotta go. How? It's just gonna end. We all know it. It's just gonna end. Alien steals cable, which is alien race finding another alien race for the first time ever and has the same technologies, can read the same. Like, how? Why are they also at the same point in their history where they can have and understand radio waves? Like, you know what I mean? Like me and you. We, like, this guy, like, we're at a point where if we started hearing radio waves from space, we'd be like, "Ooh, hang on, we gotta build that device again." Like, almost, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but they're at the point where they just have radios laying around and they pick up that frequency and that signal, and like, it's just a trope. Alien steals cable and understands it all. Sci-fi writers have no sense of scale, which is we talked about.
Okay.
Him saying that it's 11 million miles away, but meanwhile the closest planet in real life is Mars, which is 33 million miles away. So he must have meant 11 trillion miles away. Or billion.
Unless it used to be,
Right.
and then they blew it up.
That makes
They
sense.
move the planets. Yeah.
And then finally we have is sleeping single, which is when two married adults sleep in two twin beds separated in the same room.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Ew, why are you going to sleep in the same bed?
I don't know. It's gross. You just do that what Hank Hill does, which is you have two separate.
Have an awful wife.
Yes, an awful, arrogant wife who doesn't like you at all, or maybe appreciate. I don't know. Whatever. Why would you make this? Richard Matheson wrote an original short story. And that's why he would make this, because some other guy did it, and Serling bought it.
He said, I like that.
Yeah, and then he wrote the Carlin character, the one that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
He fucking shoehorned that in because he felt like they should be a villain. In the original story, the two families just drive to the launch pad, get on the ship, and leave.
Oh. Yeah.
It's just a lot of like, are we gonna make it? I don't know.
That's
You mean the parts that were interesting?
Yeah, the
Interesting,
good parts.
okay.
Yeah,
what... I mean, I am not a very ready type person.
woo!
That sentence was awesome. I am not goodish at words.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, I'll read a book now and then, but, you know, I'm a millennial, so I grew up on that there TV and movies.
Yeah,
So, you know, you learn about, like, 3-act structure and all that.
Yeah.
Yo, when you read books and short stories,
yo,
it does...
sucks.
Yo...
It sucks.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily suck, but, like, they're like, yo, this is... I'm just writing words. I can do whatever I want. You know, watching this, it doesn't have to make sense. And there's just no villains. It just ends however it wants. And, like, yeah, but I typed it out, so it's not like you have to watch it.
Here's my Aunt Larry. We're going to talk about her for the next 6 pages, and then she'll leave. Will it amount to anything? Nope. That's chapter 9.
Go ahead, pro-read crowd. What do you have to say?
Y'all dumb. Y'all dumb as rocks.
Not according to my TV. My TV says I'm good, and it's my friend.
Did you know
No.
that some people will listen to a book on audio and then look you in the eye and go, I read books.
Okay. Yes. And it drives me crazy.
Yo!
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to say that you don't like books or that you're not a book enthusiast, but you are not reading.
A mutual friend of ours, who I know does not listen to this podcast,
That jerk.
Yeah.
He is not a mutual friend anymore.
he told me
Yeah.
that he needs to up his count because last year he read over 30 books.
Not how reading works.
He did not read one book.
Oh, he listened.
He listened to 30 books.
Look, I'm not saying you did not enjoy 30 stories
You
or
ingested
enjoy
the books,
or
sure.
books. Yeah, sure, but you did not
You know how fucking hard it
the
is to get through a
verb
book?
of reading
It's
a book.
hard.
Yo.
It is. I feel accomplished when I read a book.
Well, apparently some people can't listen for shit, so they feel more accomplished when someone tells them a story and they're like, I remember parts of that.
I read so many episodes of fucking Stargate. Ooh, I powered through the entire series of Stargate recently. Read that shit.
Yo, even if that's true, you're still a loser. Like, like that doesn't make you better in that scenario.
Yeah, but I read it.
Reading a book is better than listening to a book is better than reading a script.
The last script that I read that I really enjoyed reading was The Giant Mnemonic.
Yes, I read that. It was amazing.
No, I mean, I read it. It was on TV and I was reading it. It was great.
So you had closed captioning on, is what you're saying.
Does that count? Ooh, hot debate.
Ooh!
Hot debate. Yeah? I'll tell you what. You know what I read last night? Lord of the Rings. All 2 hours of it on TV on TBS.
2 hours. 2 hours.
On TBS? Yeah.
On TBS, it's 2 hours. On TBS, it's 2 hours.
This motherfucker watched the equivalent of the first
First
15
off, it's
minutes.
on TBS. It's on TBS. It's in a block between reruns of Seinfeld and Friends. It's Lord of the Rings.
I'm glad you went with, I was going to say Maverick, but that's not even around anymore. Holy crap.
It was on right after Thunder in Paradise.
Oh my god. I fucking love the theme song to Thunder in Paradise.
Why do you remember
it's
it?
Thunder in Paradise. And there's other words, but that's all I know.
Definitely
but still,
made that up.
Yo, so for real, hot debate.
Can we watch that?
No, if you can say I read a book by listening to a book, if I watched Lord of the Rings with closed captioning on, I read Lord of the Rings. I'm on his side.
He's not on the side. He asked the question.
Yeah, but I'm on that side. I agree.
Like in spirit, I'm on that side of the room. Like
Yeah.
I'm over there. It's warmer, I think.
Yeah.
But the closed captions aren't Tolkien. The closed captions are literally me working for TBS being okay,
So?
and then watching it. So it'd be Frodo sat patiently. That's not in the book.
But
it's just
it's
the
still
guy
the same.
watching it. And
So-
But it's the argument of I listened to a book. I listened to a book versus I read a show.
No, but it's both of those things in one, and then you at the end. It's the show, the book, the watching the movie, the reading it, you. That's what it is.
No, I cannot. I'm not understanding this human centipede.
What
that you're
JD
making.
is doing by reading this Lord of the Rings version of it is... Hold on, close your mouth. He's reading
He's ready for
a
human
guy...
centipede.
He's reading a book written by a guy who is watching the movie that is a script by a guy who read the book that is the original book.
But if I don't...
That is 100% accurate. Think
If I
about
don't specify... If I just say I read Lord of the Rings, I ain't wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't say I read the great novel by famed author.
As someone who appreciates logic, you are correct.
Yeah.
Hot debate.
Boom!
Woo!
What is hot
for our
debate?
next
It's hot
episode.
take. Everyone says
No,
hot take. There's no, or
it's
it's
it.
hot potato. There's no,
No,
hot
we
debate.
Hot
already
debate.
solved it. We solved it. Moving on. Next episode.
It wasn't an issue. It was no problem. There's
Yo,
no solved.
Join us next time on Hot Debate,
No, there's no show called hot debate.
where we debate if hot debate is a thing.
No, it's not a thing. It's not a thing at all.
Maybe it is. Find out next episode.
No.
Oh my god. Yo, so next episode is called I Shot an Arrow into the Air.
This is true. Yes, this is it. Yes, it's
This
correct.
is the real thing.
Finally.
Oh man, and Rod Serling says, there's a Longfellow poem. I shot an arrow into the air. It fell to earth I know not where. And first off, that's a poem? Like, what the I don't know what poems are.
Yo, goddamn, I just lost respect for all poetry. Holy shit.
I
Yo,
don't even
reading
care.
is getting worse by the second.
In a story next week, we shoot a spaceship into the air, and where it fell, only you and I will know. Well, to Earth, obviously.
Yeah, where on earth? Oh, God.
Oh, God. It's the same. It was Earth all along
Yeah.
again.
Holy shit.
Starring will be Mr. Dewey Martin and Mr. Edward Binns. Next week, we promise you a most exciting journey into space. Don't miss the takeoff. Thank you and good night. Yeah, it's Earth again. No,
Yeah.
it was Earth all along. And then the townsfolk are like, oh no, what did I actually have written here?
Townsfolk.
I actually have something written down here. What was it? Oh, the spaceship is shot into the air and lands on Earth, and the townfolk think they're alien and kill them.
Oh, that would have been good.
That would have been better. So I'll hopefully remember that for my how to make it better.
Yeah.
And that's what it'll be. But yeah, no, it's Earth all along. Again, another
Yeah.
week in a row where it's Earth all along.
No, yeah, I was like, oh, it's Earth. It's got to be Earth.
Sure. Why not? Whatever. All right, so VictorProWrestling.com. Do you know anything about it at
Nope.
all? Nope.
I don't know nothing about this website.
April 9th,
14.
14th, it returns to Center Reach Long Island, New
Maybe
York.
13th.
Or 13th.
Mid-April.
Look,
Hey.
I'm just saying, maybe you should do your own research.
April 10th, Saturday.
Yes.
The April Saturday 10th.
Damn smart.
You can go to victoryprowrestling.com and look it up. In fact, I encourage you to do your own research. That's right.
Be the
Perhaps-
information you want to know.
Be
If
your own
someone-
advocate for information.
If someone had a Twitter, maybe they
Yeah.
could go to it and
Maybe
see
they
what
could.
that is.
Maybe.
Maybe. Huge, what do you got?
Tried so hard. You're like, I like digging holes. Keeps me warm.
That fires.
So what was the digging
Holes built character.
Oh yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Atomic Huge, and you can find seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4.5, and the original miniseries of Battlestar Galactica on Amazon. There's a box set Blu-ray for under $100. It's actually on sale for $49, and you should check it out. It's a crazy good deal.
It's definitely just got to be streaming free somewhere, though.
I think it's on Hulu. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it's on Hulu, but you don't get some of the cool shit. And I don't think the miniseries. Oh, maybe it is.
It's on there.
Because it was on Netflix and then it was gone.
Yeah, it's on Hulu now.
Okay, yeah.
So there's that.
And make sure when you sign up for Hulu, use our hot promo code, Hot Debate.
No.
Or maybe you should.
Yeah.
No, it's not a debate.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
But
We'll
it-
find out
what if
next
it
week.
No, they will find out when they put the promo code in and it does nothing.
But what if they don't?
Yeah.
Then they won't know.
Yeah.
So Schrodinger's promo code.
Tune in next week for Schrodinger's podcast. Is it a podcast? I don't know. You tell us.
You only know when you listen.
Wait, man, I just got really bummed out because I realized that our episodes don't have episode titles. They're just the title of the episode that we're watching. Because otherwise this would be called Schrodinger's podcast and it would have been good. Way to fucking go.
So our intro music is Falling Off Your Love by Gil Paris.
You're not gonna plug the show, the Twitter for why would you make this or anything? It's just it ends.
Well, you did that, so that's fine. Thank you. So for Huge and J Delta, I am Jimmy Diamond. Please remember that without the mistakes of others, we'd be forced to endure the pain of failure ourselves. Support the arts.
Hot debate.
The preceding recording is for entertainment purposes only, and the views expressed in this podcast do not necessarily represent the views of Why Would You Make This, its owners, employees, or associates.